Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new YouTube video. In today's video, we're going to be celebrating the drip anniversary. So, is it really worth celebrating? So, we're going to get into that in a few minutes. So, it's been 2 years. On the weekend, Forex had a voice chat. So, let's jump right into that voice chat and see what it was all about. All right, so as we can see over here, the price of drip is sitting at around 35 cents. So it's been hovering between 35 cents and 45 cents for the last little while. A couple of hours ago, it was all the way up to 41 cents and then drained back down to 35 cents. So on Saturday, it was Drip's second anniversary. So far, it's the leading return on investment platform. So it's offering 1% per day. So that's 30% per month in Drip tokens for the past 2 years. So April 2021. This is crazy. Like I jumped into crypto May of 2021. So I wasn't even aware of Drip at the time. And then I jumped into Drip in the month of January 2022. So since then, it's been one hell of a ride. I jumped in at around $66. It went all the way up to 192. I was just compounding and compounding and compounding. My initial 700 US dollars turned into $3,000 in a span of a couple of weeks. It was incredible. And till this day, it's been just paying out consistently, right? So from this one faucet, right? From this one faucet, I've accumulated 8,000 drips so far, all compounding and dollar cost averaging. I started with 700 US dollars in my account. I've been compounding ever since. And I've been claiming every last weekend of every month so I can airdrop my team. We're at 36 team members right now. So we keep on growing. So all this to say is from the time I got in, January 2022, I have been getting a consistent 1% in drip per day, not dollar value, but just drip tokens per day. It has been doing the exact same thing since April 2021, and it's been killing it, right? Every other drip fork has been coming, couple of $100,000 draining that platform, and then they exit liquidity rug, or they just couldn't sustain themselves, right? And then they just disappear. A lot of these drip forks are getting exploited too. So it's a whole different kind of mess there. Anyways, so a lot of people were annoyed that, it's been 2 years and we haven't seen that UI yet, because we have this UI, which to me, I'm an OG dripper. I love this UI, like just that effect in the background there. I just love it. So I don't really mind it. From a marketing point of view, the way that the development team of Drip want to think about it is, for somebody who's new to the protocol, it looks too degen, it looks too DeFi, it's not marketable in that way. So they want to create something that's a bit more state of the art, a bit more 21st century, a bit more, 2023, right? So they've come up with something that is actually really cool. So a few months ago, almost a year by now, we were shown a drip UI that was gray and black and blue, which was similar to what you would see like a typical bank have, right? So a lot of people saw that. A lot of people were super excited. We were hoping it would come out like relatively sooner than later. I mean, it didn't come out till today, but finally, after a year in the making, after a few drip forks came and left, we finally got an official walkthrough of what the actual UI looks like. So it looks very bullish, guys. In my honest opinion, I feel like it is worth celebrating 2 years for Drip, because no matter how you look at it, okay? No matter how you look at it, no matter if you know the chart looks super pumpy and super dumpy, it's still paying out that 1% per day. And no matter how um, emotional an investment could be, no matter how emotional an investor could be, I could be guilty of that as sometimes. It's still the number one leading platform, right? And the biggest issue that a lot of these investors right now are complaining about is that they have not been able to ROI. And that's primarily because a lot of people have gotten in at a price which was super high, either did not compound their position properly or have not dollar cost averaged their position properly. Like if you look at my faucet, this 8,000 over here was not 1,000 when I got in. It wasn't 2,000 when I got in. This was 6.6 when I got in, right? So it's been almost a year and a half that I'm compounding, but I went from 6.6 drips all the way to 8,180 drips, right? So as long as you keep compounding your position, there's nothing else you could do, right? Once you deposit your drip in here, it's locked. There's really nothing you could do except compound and add to it. And those that actually compound and compound and compound, and shout out to compound, and dollar cost average their position at a bottom like this is when you hit the ultimate bull run or the next cycle when drip goes up and pumps again, that's when you're going to see your benefit. I mean, if we go up a few cents, this 2,800 sitting over here could easily turn to 3,500, 4,000 without a doubt, right? We just need a few products to show that there's utility to drip. So, without a further ado, I'm just going to go over the website and a few key points that I saw on the voice chat on Saturday. And by the way, Forex did a tremendous um, job in presenting the website. Because it's Drip's birthday, he said I didn't want to show I think it was a white paper of not white paper. It was some document that he wanted to show for Piggy Plinko. And he was ready to show that, but then a lot of people told him, it's Drip's birthday, you might want to show something about Drip. And that's what happened. A lot of us thought that it would be similar to the first birthday of Drip, where nothing really happened from the development team and Forex's side. But this time around, he actually went and showed us the walkthrough of the website, which is a very good way to celebrate the website. Not only that, but it was a straight to the point 1 hour walkthrough, right? I mean, there's nothing else you could ask from Forex. So thank you for that, Forex and team, for showcasing these bullish pages. It's supposed to be, according to what he's saying, out within the next 4 to 5 weeks, right? Now, these are very up in the air kind of dates. He didn't set that in stone, but he's just saying based off of what he's worked on, it should be out within the next 4 to 5 weeks, right? So what that includes is triple D, on and off ramp, cross bridge, new faucet UI. The garden's gonna be transferred on this UI. Like a bunch of things are happening on this UI that when it comes together, it's going to be very nice, right? And I'm really hoping that it comes out within the next 4 to 5 weeks because a lot of people have just been anticipating it. So I feel like if it does come out, there is going to be some, at least momentary momentary price fluctuation to the upside, a lot of buy pressure that's going to happen. Now, from the sell pressure side, I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be selling because they see the price of drip go up. And I mean, they could do that. Definitely, they could definitely, I mean, take their profits if they need to. And a lot of people have been accumulating drip in their wallet because they want to do that, right? There's a lot of drip still being minted, but there's also a lot of buys coming in that are adding to the tax vault, and there's a lot of community members that have been adding to the tax vault. So, anyways, all this to say, let's hope that it does come out in the next 4 to 5 weeks, but let's just look at what the new UI looks like. So, he showed this new UI as the first page. What I love about this the most, honestly, and this is how I like this to look at things, is not what's on the page, but it's the animation and the background of the page. And you guys, I'm gonna link the interview, the AMA that he did with Bartertown. I'm gonna link that in the description. You can watch it anytime. It's like an hour. You can even put on 2x. It's going to be very, very quick. The background of the website is like it's like a light coming in and out, right? It's just like a heartbeat kind of thing. It's just very beautiful. The website right now that they're showing is much better than what I had in mind. And the reason why I'm saying that is because the first design that they showed us a few months ago was very plain, and it was more so like a template, like a Squarespace template or a Wix template, more so than a professional design by such a huge company, right? You're expecting the leading ROI platform to have the best looking UI. And this is what you're getting, guys. This new UI looks really good. The colors complement each other. The information is really cool. The the design aspect is very minimal. I mean, it shows everything that you want in a bullish website, right? And it no longer looks degen. I don't know if I'm expressing myself properly, but it doesn't look like a high risk website. It looks like a completely legitimate website, but it all rests on the community and what they do and what once this is delivered, what comes across at the end of it, right? So we'll see exactly what happens, but I feel like this is going to be a very good new chapter to our community. All right. So then he goes down a bit further down. You're gonna see like a partner section, which is really good for branding and marketing point of view, because somebody coming in who doesn't know what drip is and just wants to learn more based off of articles or YouTube videos, they would see that we're we're getting articles showcased on Binance, Bloomberg. We partner with PancakeSwap, BSC News, Medium, Yahoo. They're all legitimate companies that are very highly respected, and to be shown side by side with them shows that it's very, very bullish, right? Now, there's going to be a section on the webpage which shows community. And what I love about what Forex said is it's going to be swapped from time to time, because when I look at this in the walkthrough, I see Ray with 5,200 team members, Stunna with 5,000 team members, Driptopian with 1,000, Lady Mania with 2,000, Crypto Kings with 800, and Wannabe Whale with 700. It just looks like they're putting all the big influencers that have huge teams. In my opinion, you need to showcase more than just having a huge team. I mean, the community consists of people that are working for the community, not just showing videos. People that are creating projects on top of the community. There's Drip Coach making videos. There's LD making videos, and products from both sides. A lot of these people are doing like the drip marketing DAO. There's a bunch of stuff that are happening right now in the community that needs to be showcased, and not just this is the leaders that have the biggest teams, because it's not all about the big teams. And what Forex said about swapping those with people that might not have a big team, just people that are putting in the work for the community, just just sounded really genuine and really cool. So I love that. There's going to be a dashboard. So this is the player dashboard. So as I said, guys, these are just some snippets of the best parts of the website that I love the most. And this must be one of the most anticipated things for me. Like, I anticipate this the most. I love this the most. Because it gives you everything in one window, right? It just gives you everything that you need to know. And as a drip investor, once you're going to be in this, to be able to see your numbers right in front of you all on one page without having to go from tab to the other, it just makes you want to invest more and more. So I feel like it's really cool to show you the drip stats in addition to your faucet amount, your drip draw amount, and your drip reservoir amount. It just shows you everything all in one window, and it shows you your team members on the left side and your referrals within the last 24 hours. So now this website has a lot of analytics, and from a numbers point of view, I'm a numbers guy. I love seeing numbers, because when I see numbers, it helps me take that next step, right? It just that much more bullish. So I don't know. I feel like I'm very much going to enjoy this, and it shows you the days to max wallet on the left side as well. So that's super cool, and I love it so much. Now, the fountain and cross bridge. So this on itself is not that bullish to me. The bridge is super bullish because we're able to get people from other chains into our BSC chain through drip, which is super cool. But what I love even more is when it's going to be side by side with the fiat on ramp. And when this is available, guys, that's when big things are going to happen. Because yes, you can bridge your coins from whatever Ethereum mainnet to the Binance Smart Chain, but it doesn't really help us that much until we're able to have people come from AVAX, the Avalanche mainnet, or from the Ethereum mainnet, come to BSC through Drip, and then take their money with the off ramp, right? So this obviously starts with the on ramp, but eventually we're going to have the off ramp attached to it. Both of them side by side is going to be super bullish, and I'm super excited for it. It's also going to help a lot of people come through the network by depositing straight over here without having to KYC, right? Because it says that you can go up to 2,000 US dollars without KYC. And a lot of people I know in the community, a lot of people, including myself, we would rather not go through multiple, different platforms and KYC, like Binance, for example, so that we can transfer our BUSD or our BNB to our MetaMask or Rabby wallet, right? So this is going to make it a lot easier. It's not 100% ready yet. And what Forex said here is that the rate of our on ramp is much better at 5.6%. So that's already 2% better than other on ramps, which is super cool. But he said it's ready to go. The only thing that's being worked on right now is that he wants to make sure that he gets the best rate with the bank. That way, the community gets the best rate when they're trying to on ramp their fiat into the ecosystem. So that's very cool hearing it, that he wants to help the community get a better rate than other on ramps. That's awesome. He's basically like a dad fighting for his kids, which is super cool. Now, there's going to be the faucet, which gets like an overhaul, which looks very cool. The colors make it more interactive, and your eyes go through to the right things right away, which is super cool. I'm excited to actually use it, because the deposit is a bit different, the compound is a bit different, so it just looks good overall. There's also a stat at the bottom. You see the graph. We already have something like this on the swap tab. We have something like this on the swap tab here, but having it over here just makes it much more bullish, because this shows the tax vault, not only the price of drip. Then there's going to be the reservoir, which gets a similar looking UI page, which is basically a consistent look, which is what I like. And drip drop draw over here. This one is going to be super bullish, and this is what I like about this new UI. Once it launches, all these things are going to be launching together, right? So that's going to be awesome. Now the one thing is, there's also the drip garden. Looks very fresh. That's going to be transferred from the animal farm, which is more long term, to here, which is a bit more DeFi, more degen miner, which I think looks very cool on this website. It just brings everything and ties everything together. The one thing that I thought could use a little bit of work would be, well, not really use a bit of work, is just personal preference. It's nothing to do with the UI. Everything is excellent, like 10 out of 10. The one thing I would change is that the stats look a bit too crowded at sometimes. Like there's one page that shows a lot of information and analytics. It just seems like it's a bit too busy, busier than I would think. But overall, it gives you the right information. It gives you the right documentation for everybody who's new. It gives you the right analytics. It shows you big numbers, like 2 billion freaking money traded, I think, on the platform, which is through drip basically. I don't know. Overall, it looks very bullish. I'm super excited. So yes, to answer that question from the beginning, it is very much worth celebrating 2 years of drip. So happy birthday to all you drippers. This is a monumental time in DeFi, because if drip is able to last 2 years, I'm pretty sure it's able to last 5, 10, 20 years. All right, guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you have any questions, about anything that was discussed today, make sure to leave it in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.